What's up, everybody? This is Kerry. In this video, I'm going to give you my best bets for Week 11 of the NFL season. Now, check out my record so far. For the first 10 weeks, we've been profitable in 7. We are 47-30 overall with a 61% win rate and have earned 13.53 units. I'm very proud of this record. I'm very excited about what I'm doing here in my videos. And I'm going to make a video at the end of this week, probably on Saturday, that's going to show you why I'm following these trends and why this is profitable. We are earning profit over the long term here. The whole goal here is to make it profit after 18 weeks over the entire season. So this is what we're doing so far. It's working great. And I strongly encourage you to subscribe to my channel and like my videos. So first, a quick Week 10 recap here. The trend number 1 that we look at, home teams before their bye week to cover the spread. There were no home teams in Week 10. Trend number 2, underdog coming off a 20-plus point loss to cover the spread. Well, the Cardinals did that. In fact, with Kyler Murray, they actually won that game against the Falcons, and he looked great. The Giants, of course, did not look so great. And this is going to be one that comes back at me. That's fine. And the Jets down there, when I show you something that is in gray, that's not an actual bet. That is not being counted on my video best bets. I'm just showing you these potential bets that if the line moves later on in the week, they might actually be in this trend. The Jets were always favored in that game, even when they lost to the Raiders. So they were never an underdog. So that was not part of our bet. The trend 3, the one that I've come up with here, the totals that fall in one of these 5 values, they go under. In this particular trend, we see that 2 of those 3 won. Now the Texans at the Bengals, again, that went down to 47.5. And so I actually placed that bet and I lost, but it's not an official bet for my videos. When I post a video either on Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning, I can only go with the lines that are currently available. So if something moves later on, I'm not counting that, just like I said with the Jets, as an actual bet. Now, finally, trend number 4. I really like this one. Divisional road teams that lost as home favorites in game 1 that came back and covered the spread in the second game that they played against their divisional foe. And the Browns did that, and of course they won in a very exciting game. As I mentioned in my video last week, I thought this would be a very low-scoring game. It was not that at all. But the Browns certainly showed up and never gave up. And here are my Week 11 best bets. So a quick look at these trends again. Home teams before their bye weeks cover the spread, overall percentage, and the season hit rate. I'm going to update these values that are in yellow there for the current year for 2023. I've updated the one trend number 3 there, but I'm going to update that for all the trends as we have more data now. But let's look at our Week 11 best bets. Again, no home team. Well, there's no teams on bye before their bye week because there are no byes in Week 12. Underdogs coming off 20-plus point losses that cover the spread. Here we go again. I'm very uncomfortable with this. As I always say, feel free to fade my bets. If you don't like this particular one, I don't like it either. I don't blame you for not placing this bet, but I am going to be consistent all year long and follow each and every one of these trends. So I'm placing that bet. You don't need to. It's up to you. I do like this one. This is one of my favorite trends. Again, it's a trend that I discovered by looking at the total lines here. I have 3 games here. Now, this is on a Tuesday morning. And these are the lines right now. So Bears at the lines at 47, Cardinals at the Texans at 47.5, and the Eagles at the Chiefs at 46.5. So those are all within those 5 values there. And I'm definitely going to bet these. I've already bet these this morning. And the Raiders at the Dolphins are at 48 right now. Again, that one at the bottom is not a bet. It's not going to count for against my video record here. But I'm going to look at that line. If it goes down to 47.5, I'll place that probably closer to game time. Finally, trend number 4 again. Divisional road teams that lost as a home favorite in game 1 and covered the spread in game 2. The Bengals were favorites against the Ravens early in the season. Now they're underdogs on the road, and they lost that game to the Ravens. And Joe Burrow didn't look too good in that game. So now they're on the road, and I know the Ravens are probably smarting from that loss to the Browns. They got another divisional opponent coming in town. Who knows, right? Well, the Bengals are looking much better now. Joe Burrow's looking like the old Joe Burrow. And this should be another really good game. I'm looking forward to watching this one. But I'm picking the Bengals plus 3.5 against the Ravens. Similar with the Seahawks here. The Seahawks were a favorite against the Rams earlier in the year, and they lost that game at home. Now they're a favorite on the road. It doesn't matter if they're a favorite or an underdog here on this particular trend. It just means that they lost the first game to their divisional opponent, coming back in the second game, coming back for revenge on the road at the opponent's home field. And as we all know, SoFi Stadium typically is very welcoming to the opposing teams for some reason. I don't know why. But the Seahawks, could have a nice little advantage there. But regardless, this follows a trend. The Seahawks -1 at the Rams is another one of my best bets. As always, good luck and have fun. And why I would like to say here that, if you don't like any of these bets, don't place them, that's fine. But if you want to follow the trends, if you want to follow what I'm doing here and try to make a profit long term over the course of the season, then it makes sense to place each of these bets. Now, the Giants, who knows? But all the rest of them, I feel very confident in because I'm very confident in the trend. I'm very confident in the trends and in the percentages that play out over the course of multiple seasons. So good luck. Have fun. Let's go.